Hi YouTube, it's Kathy and welcome to my 24 in 48 vlog. So I put up my TBR a couple of days ago and it's already wrong. It is currently Friday night at 7 p.m. my time, which is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the readathon starts at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Originally, I was going to do it in my own time zone, but I figured doing 3 solid hours of reading before I go to bed tonight is a really good idea, so I'm going to stick to the Eastern Standard Time zone thing. As for my TBR, I've already finished the first book I mentioned, which is The Darkest Minds, and then I thought I was just going to start The Prince and the Dressmaker, but I ended up reading it all in one sitting last night, so it's already been returned to the library. Additionally, I mentioned that I have a couple of books on my phone, and I've already started reading What If It's Us, and it's freaking adorable so far, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm going to continue that when we get to midnight / 9 o'clock my time. I don't think I'll finish it tonight, but I'll get pretty far through. I think I'm about 7 or 8 chapters in right now, because I read for about an hour before I went to work this morning, and then I also read during my lunch break. Additionally, some holds came in from the library, so I guess those are now on my extended TBR, so let's see what they are. First, we have Love, Hate, and Other Filters. We have How to Make a Wish. We have A Head Full of Ghosts. And we have A Long Way Down, which is all told in poetry and happens within like a minute or something, and the premise sounds really interesting, so I'm excited. I saw this one recommended in a video recently where people were recommending good horror books, and it's been a while since I've read one, so that's why I got this guy. I read Girl Made of Stars not too long ago, and my friend McKinley said that I have to read this, so I put it on hold and I picked it up. And then this one has been popular for quite a while, and I'm just getting around to reading it now because I use the library and they are behind on the times. They have to order books, get them in, process them, then go through the holds list. So I'm just charging my phone right now because that's where What If It's Us is, because it is an e-arc. And once that's charged, I think I'm just going to start reading early, but obviously not start my stopwatch until 9 o'clock my time. I am really looking forward to this. I think that by using the Eastern Standard Time instead of defaulting to my own time zone means that I can do all of my video editing for the video that I shoot on Sunday after the readathon ends. And then I can also put this together after the readathon ends without staying up way past my bedtime, because I'm an old lady. So I'm going to chill for a while and I'll let you know when the readathon has started. I had a critical moment when I realized I have no snacks, although I'm not really supposed to be eating snacks right now because I have stomach issues. So instead of deciding to go out and get snacks, because it's like 45 minutes till it starts, I'm eating oatmeal with peanut butter in it. Because that's my life. Also, part of me is slightly torn because I just got to the official second part of the book. The first part of the book is called What If, and the second part is called It's Us. And I kind of like the idea of going into the readathon just starting that second section, but also there's still like 40 minutes until the readathon and I just want to keep reading. And it's summer, so I have an entire pitcher of ginger iced tea in my fridge, because yes. Screw it, I'm starting it early. It is 1 minute to 9, so What If It's Us is super freaking cute, and I'm about to start my timer for this readathon. It's go time. This is what it looks like when you don't want to stop reading, but you're out of iced tea. Hello, welcome to my bathroom, aka the place where I vlog when it's obnoxiously late and I don't want to bother the human I live with. It is 12:30, which means the readathon's been happening for 3.5 hours and I've read 3 hours and 15 minutes so far, so I think that's pretty good. I just paused for a little bit when my human came home so I could be like, hi, remember I'm doing this thing? I'm gonna go back to doing this thing. And also, I really need to go to bed because I work in the morning. Good morning, it's Saturday at about 6:20 a.m. and I'm going to get about an hour of reading in before I need to shower and go to work. I'm about 80% through What If It's Us, and things are happy right now, and I have a really big fear that because this is half an Adam Silvera book that it's going to end sad. I won't tell you either way, obviously, because I'm not going to spoil it for everyone, but that is the fear I have at this point. I'm hoping it's a happy one, though. I just finished What If It's Us. It's like 7:15 in the morning, and I've done 4 hours and 12 minutes of the readathon so far. Now I need to shower and go to work, but it was really good. I don't really know how to talk about it in my weekly wrap-up because it's not out for a few months, but I never put spoilers in my wrap-ups anyway, so I don't know why I stress about doing arcs in wrap-ups. Shower time. So I'm on my way to work, but I have an audiobook, so this is not wasted time. I can add this to my total time, so I will update you when I get to work. Just some friends on the way to work. Hi, friend. I've got 2 minutes till work starts and I've done over 5 hours. 5 hours and 14 minutes and 20 seconds. I think I might actually succeed at this readathon. And I'm done work. That is my last commitment to other people this weekend, so I can focus more on reading. I also managed to pick up another book while I was at work because somebody returned it, and I went, yeah, I'll have that please. It's called Burning Brightly, and it is a Jane Eyre retelling. I've never actually read Jane Eyre, but I've read at least one Jane Eyre retelling, so I'm looking forward to this one because it's set in space. It's 5:30 p.m. I'm cuddled up tight, which means that there's this fine line between being comfy and starting to fall asleep. So I started to fall asleep and I'm doing a little bit of a social media break from my book. I'm about a third of the way through Love, Hate, and Other Filters. It's okay so far. It's okay. I'm liking the protagonist. She seems cool. And I have 3 minutes less than 9 hours logged so far. So assuming my body doesn't keep trying to get me to fall asleep, I should be able to log another 6 hours today, which would be fab. It's 6:45. I am almost 10 hours into my reading and about halfway through Love, Hate, and Other Filters, and finally getting to the part that everybody talks about when they're doing a synopsis of this book. So I feel like maybe the pacing is off with this one, and also every chapter begins with a different point of view, and I don't really know how I feel about it. I'm going to take another quick social media break, see what's going on the 24 in 48 website and all that stuff, see if there's anything I can enter for prizes because everybody loves a prize, and then I'm gonna get back into this. Hi, it's about 10 o'clock on Saturday night and I just finished Love, Hate, and Other Filters. It was okay. I think that some of the framing devices were a little bit weird, but overall, enjoyed it. It also strangely paralleled the last book I read in a couple of ways, which is just weird, but the last book I read did those things better because Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera are amazing. I think the next one I'm going to pick up is Long Way Down, which should be pretty short because it's told in poetry. I think I'm going to at least start this. Depends on how short the poems are. I'm gonna aim to do another couple of hours of reading before I go to bed tonight. That way I only have to do 9 hours tomorrow. Is that how math works? Yeah, that is how math works. Clearly I'm tired because I've been reading all day. Late night bathroom update. If it wasn't close to midnight, I wasn't so tired from not sleeping very much, I would have just read this all in one go. But I'm kind of happy that I'm not, because I've already read 6 books this week, and if I finish this before midnight, I would have to talk about 7 books in my video tomorrow. And I'm too tired for that. It's really, really good, but I need to get some sleep. Morning, it is Sunday. It is not quite 7 a.m. I have 10 more hours of reading to do in the next 14 hours, so I'm just gonna get started. Another bathroom update. It's about 11 a.m., probably a little bit after it. I didn't really check the time, but I hit the 18-hour mark, which is fab. Finished Long Way Down quite a while ago, and I started Burning Brightly. I am that far through, and I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, it's Jane Eyre set in space, and again, I've never read Jane Eyre because I don't really like reading classics, but I like adaptations of classics, so this is perfect for me. We're mostly doing this update in the bathroom because I really need to shower, and then my plan is to just basically sit down for the next 6 hours and read and then be done early, which is really exciting. That also means I'll probably finish this and I haven't decided what I'm going to read next. It is just after 5 p.m., which means it's about 4 hours until the readathon ends, and I have hit my 24 hours. I haven't actually finished Brightly Burning yet. It's actually at a super intense moment, and then I was like, well, I have to stop here apparently and tell the internet that I finished the 24 hours. And I think I'm going to finish it tonight, but I think I'm going to keep this as my official number because I would like to get this vlog out as soon as possible. Also because I've basically done nothing but read today. I had to get up at points and like stretch while I was still reading my book. And when it got to the point that I didn't have any food that I could just pick up and eat and actually had to prepare some food for myself, I switched over to the audiobook that I've been listening to so I could still be getting the hours down. All in all, my eyes are pretty tired, but I'm very proud of this accomplishment. So a quick recap, I finished What If It's Us, I then read Love, Hate, and Other Filters, I read Long Way Down, and I'm most of the way through Brightly Burning, as well as listening to We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson, which I haven't really talked about, but I've been been listening to on the bus to and from work, and then when I'm puttering around the house and still want to use up my hours. All in all, I could keep reading, but I think I'm going to try to put this together. Also, I have my video for Monday that I need to still write and film and all of those things, so I'm going to do that. Thank you to the hosts, 24 and 48. This is my first time and it was a lot of fun, and I plan to do it again in the future, maybe on a weekend where I don't actually have to work. If you've read or are excited for any of the books that I read, let me know about it down in the comments below. On the way down to the comments, if you hit that subscribe button, that would be very nice of you. You can like and share this as you see fit, and I will see you very soon. Bye!